are doing a Christmas decor revamp today. I love this idea. Our next guest is helping us take a little more creative approach to decorating for the holiday season. Let's check in with Leanne Sucrow, the founder and principal interior designer of the Green Room. Leanne, welcome back to North Dakota today.
Thanks, Lisa. It's kind of been a hot minute since I've been on.
It's been a hot minute for sure. I've missed you too. Like several years ago, we did something fun at my house where we, did some kind of upcycling, did a whole new design without buying a lot of stuff. And there's still some pieces I still use. And I'm like, why do we not check in with Leanne? You come up with these ideas that are just amazing. So first off, where have you been? What have you been doing?
Well, I've just been busy having babies. So I'm finally back into a little bit of normalcy and just trying to, work and be mom. And, obviously with this day and age, we've got the little bit of a dumpster fire of a year going on. So now I just kind of figured it would be the best time to come back and say hi and, just talk a little bit about doing things differently. This is the year that everyone is, trying to find ways to survive and be close with their family, and why not make decorating for the holidays a little bit special, a little bit different this year?
I think that's exactly what we need for 2020. So you're with the Green Room, and this is the 11th year next month.
Yeah, next month we're going to be celebrating our 11th year in business. I have almost 20 years of experience of interior design under my belt, which is crazy to think it's been that long already. But residential interior design. We do some commercial design as well, and we've done a lot of Christmas decorating over the years. So I've been pretty blessed to have just an amazing business that I can work around with my kids and do what I love, which is to be creative and be unique and different.
Family friendly. I love that. When you said we were having babies, that's what happens. You have babies, life happens, and you just get busy. Well, so when we talk about your design style, it's always great to show some pictures from inside your house. And you did share some pictures to kind of show us what you're doing, and then maybe also how we can implement some of these revamp ideas in our own homes.
Yeah, so the pictures, actually, just what I've done here really quick, so you guys do get a little bit of an insider view of what my house is like. And the tree that I did this year isn't anything out of the extraordinary. It's just something I did with my kids this year. When we show the pictures, I'll kind of talk about my technique and how I layer things. But what I just wanted to show you guys something fun is if you have a feature wall in your home, I just took these twinkle lights that I've had for years, and instead of wrapping them around garlands or a wreath, I just decided to wrap them around my artwork. And I added some sprigs of some eucalyptus. There's some fir in there, and then some gold branches. And I just kind of created this whole focal point area. So you can just take extra sprigs that you have or greenery and add them into focal points or on top of council tables, on top of your mantle. It doesn't always have to be garlands. So you can take things and reuse them in different forms.
That is one thing that I always think about with you. Things that, I don't even need these anymore, but I have them. How can I use them? That's a great idea. And then you don't have to take down the pictures that you already had on your wall.
Exactly. Yeah, just add a little bit of Christmas to just any little space that you have. It could even be a little bit of greenery in a bathroom. You don't have to get over Christmassy, but I think adding some greenery, especially right now, just to cheer things up and add a little bit of color, definitely helps a space.
I like that. Okay, are we ready to show a tree?
Yeah, let's show a tree. So this tree that you guys are looking at here, this client has a couple of different trees actually in their home. And again, when I talk about layering, what I really love to do is to add solid colored orbs and put those closer to the base of the tree. And then you always layer out. So you always want to add your fancy ornaments towards the front, and you want to make sure that they're actually hanging. It drives me nuts when ornaments are just kind of resting on top of branches. And when you have a live tree, that's not always, easy to do. But once you fluff your tree and you add in your ornaments, you can always go back and fluff your tree and push some branches down and make sure that your ornaments are hanging and that they're spinning. I always love to add different colors and different textures and different sizes. So, don't necessarily get rid of your ornaments because you might need them, like I said, in the back towards the base, just to give you that extra depth. I also love to add ribbon, and you can do that in a variety of ways. Here on this tree, we added in some branches. We added in some red berries and used that as garland. And again, there's different textures going on in this picture. So different throws and pillows, just again, add different layers. I definitely, especially around Christmas, it's really fun to have cozy and unique textures.
Oh, I love
And I
that.
think we've got another picture here of, here's showing some garlands. Love garlands. And again, you can just use some greenery, branches or some sprigs like we did in the vases over to the left of the picture. But garlands down staircase banisters, or you could, again, do those on top of a mantle. You can even hang those. I've done those sometimes on top of mirrors. You can add twinkle lights to them. You don't have to have lighting. But again, greenery is just a really great way, especially these days, to add some color and some depth. Even in your bedrooms. Like here, we didn't really do much other than a fur throw, and then you see these cute little like cardinals that are on the pillowcases or on those pillow shams. And it doesn't have to be typical colors. Like here we had some teal going on, maybe with a little bit of accent of red, but it doesn't have to be your typical red and green. Even in the last picture, we showed some yellow and some black and white, and then you throw in some pops of red, and it just ties everything together.
I love it. Kind of thinking outside the box and using things that you already have in your home, and not overly Christmassy in some of those. You feel the winter wonderland with the greenery and the garland. I love it. Leanne, before we let you go, how do people get a hold of you or find out more information on your business?
They can find us on Facebook and also on Instagram if you go to The Green Room, or if you type in within The Green Room, you'll be able to find us on both of those outlets.
All right, now that we have you back, we're going to schedule you more often. Leanne, it was so great to see you again and have you back on the show.
Lisa. Thank
have
you
a great
so much.
day.
You too.
Kiss those kids for us, too. Stay with us. Coming up next, staying with the Christmas theme. Next, though, we are talking about the centerpiece of your big Christmas dinner.